presenting tonight. Julie Harris, architecture, class of 13, is a graduating senior, art, class of 13, a graduating senior in the School of Art. She recently completed a collaborative exhibition funded by the Rhoda Lublin Graphic Design Fellowship about honeybees, and is currently designing the cable, Cooper's yearbook, for those of you who remember it. Second, coming to Cooper from Trinidad and Tobago, Che Perez, architecture 14. He's a fourth-year architecture student working on a studio project to imagine an autonomous architectural work for the Bowery. Andrew Krudge, mechanical engineering, class of 14, a graduating senior working on integrating thermal storage with refrigeration systems to improve efficiency. Andrew has been an active member of the Student Council for 4 years and is currently the engineering ad chair and JAC banker. So he's someone you definitely want to be on his good side. And finally, Yoon Shin, architecture 14, fourth-year architecture student, resident advisor in the dorms, captain of the women's basketball team, and Dean Baker's assistant. Yoon has planned events ranging from alumni golf trips to the talent show. You'll be hearing from all of them in a minute, but first it's my honor and my privilege to present our service award, the Alumna of the Year Award, to Marianne Nichols. Marianne. Covers a lot of things in terms of service to the school, but for me it was just a no-brainer for Marianne to be our honoree. As you all know, there's been, in the last 2 years, year and a half, there's been a little bit of action and turmoil and other things going on. And without Marianne, who preceded me as president, there's really, I wouldn't have known where to turn. She's been my guide. She's been there for me throughout this from literally from day one, and been an incredible support to me and to the other people on the executive council. The more I got to know her and the more we thought about this award, I realized how active she's been since she was a student here and all of the years since, in ways that we were talking before about this. She's never one who was out there promoting herself. She was just doing the work. So when you look back at all the things that you've done for this school, that people don't even know that you were the one that did it. They know the product, but connecting them to you is something that I think people haven't appreciated, and I'm glad that we're able to talk about them a little bit. As I said, you've been a leader of the council, you've been chair of just about every committee that's been involved. Phonathon and other things, but you've just been an incredible, fair, compassionate, warm, guiding person for all of us, and there's no one else that I could imagine that deserves this award as you do, so thank you.
Thank you, Peter, for your kind words. Those of you who know me know that Cooper Union means the world to me. So receiving this award makes me so very proud and honored, and also very pleased to be joining the list of distinguished alumni who have received it in the past. I would first also like to congratulate all the other people who are getting awards tonight. And thank you all for coming. It's really great to look out on this huge audience and see friendly faces of people I've worked with in the past and, got to know and have become dear friends. I'd also like to say that it's great, that we're celebrating Peter Cooper's 222nd birthday. Since I graduated Cooper Union, I've stayed involved, as Peter has said. I never really wanted to sever the ties. I've been on almost every committee and chaired many, and then served as president of the Alumni Association. And what I noticed was that the alumni that I worked with, even though we were from very different disciplines, we shared a lot of the same characteristics. We were problem solvers, we were very analytical, we believed very much, and we took our work very seriously, and we had a deep concern and devotion to Cooper Union. And I enjoyed working with everybody because of that. I'd like to acknowledge somebody who's here tonight who's very, very special to me. Al Greenberg, Art 48. His late wife, Marilyn Hoffner, who was incomparable, also Art 48. They both received Alumnus of the Year awards. Each of them were president of the Alumni Association. But what's really more important is Al was my teacher. He taught graphic design to my class when I was a student. And when he couldn't come because he was away on assignment, Marilyn would fill in for him. So we were so lucky to get two great design teachers. But what they shared with us more than anything was their love and commitment to Cooper Union. And I am so happy that Al is here tonight. And lastly, I'd like to thank my dear family who's here tonight, my wonderful husband, my talented and creative son and daughter, and a big thank you to my son who flew all the way from London to be here tonight.
I actually didn't give her the award. First award to welcome Joe Harris.
Thank you. My name is Julie Harris, and tonight it is my pleasure to be here with you today and present the Augustus St. Gaudens Award in Art. With the recent passing of Miss Graham, tonight's award is a fitting tribute to an extraordinary alumna, and our hearts go out to her friends and loved ones. Established in 1962, the Augustus St. Gaudens Award in Art for Professional Achievement is named in honor of one of the most distinguished alumni of the school, who was admitted to Cooper Union in 1861 at the age of just 13. Tonight's honoree embodied each and every one of the characteristics for which the award was conceived. A revered artist with a focus on the political, Regina Graham's work has been exhibited nationally and internationally. An artist, a painter, and a teacher, her expertise positioned her as a frequent contributor on panels and a leader in educating fellow artists. Regina Graham has been recognized for her creative interpretations of feminism, war, and politics, as well as displaying an interest in the registers of figuration and still life in much of her work. Reviewed by the Boston Globe, the New York Times, Art News, and the Chronicle, her work is ever the source of conversation in the art world. It is an honor to present her son Michael and her husband Martin with the Augustus St. Gaudens Award for Art for Miss Regina Graham.
I want to thank Cooper Union and the Alumni Association for the award. Regina without Cooper is unthinkable. She became an artist during those 3 years, and Regina, as something other than an artist, is as well unthinkable. I want to thank everybody concerned with giving this award. I'm very sorry that